Namaskar to everyone present here. Today I stand here with my fellow teammates Navya, Akshat, and Mahi to present our presentation, our hard work on the future of jobs, AI, the future of jobs. The team AI Avengers has a backstory to it. Um, जब मैंने किसी नाम के बारे में सोचा था तो आई वाज वेरी स्पेक्टिकल आई वाज माई सेल्फ सर्चिंग ऑन चैट जीपीटी दैट व्हाट शुड बी द नेम ऑफ अ टीम ऑफ फॉर दिस कंपटीशन ऐसे ऐसे आई सर्च लॉट एक आध दिन तक एंड आई डिड नॉट गेट एनीथिंग बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली हर जगह एआई काम नहीं आता है मुझे ये पहले पढ़ाओ पर ही समझ में आ गया था दैट्स व्हेन आई वाज वाचिंग एन मार्वल मूवी एंड उस टाइम एक क्लिक हुआ एआई एवेंजर्स so I would like to introduce you to my team members, which is Navya, Mahi, and Akshat. They've been very supportive throughout the time period. I'll get started. In layman's language, artificial intelligence क्या होता है? एक सर्वर जो ह्यूमंस के लिए बनाया गया है ह्यूमंस का काम आसान करने के लिए दैट्स व्हाट एआई इज बट हम जब भी किसी चीज़ के बारे में पढ़ते हैं किसी चीज़ के बारे में देखते हैं कुछ भी करते हैं उसके हमेशा दो साइड्स होते हैं एक पॉजिटिव और एक नेगेटिव कभी कभार हम नेगेटिव पे फोकस करते हैं कभी कभार हम पॉजिटिव पे फोकस करते हैं बट उसके फ्यूचर एस्पेक्ट्स को हम कभी कभार भूल जाते हैं हम प्रेजेंट के बारे में सोचते हैं जैसे कि सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट है उसमें हम आगे के बारे में सोचते हैं राइट बट कभी कभार हम एक चीज को ज्यादा एक्सप्लॉइट करते हैं एंड वो आगे चलते चलते इट गेट्स अ लिटिल डेंजरस फॉर अस लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द जनरल इम्पैक्ट ऑफ एआई एज आई सेड इसके दो इम्पैक्ट होते हैं दैट इज एक पॉजिटिव एक नेगेटिव द पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट आई वुड से इट हेल्प्ड अ लॉट इन द टाइम ऑफ कोविड-19 the app generations Zoom calls, meetings, Google Meet, ये सब कुछ during COVID-19 was easy just because AI was introduced. I'm not saying AI was introduced at this time, it was way more before then, but it became famous at this time. Emergence of digital platforms, remote and hybrid work revolution during COVID-19, and it still continues work from home. चाहे हमें कैसा भी लगे, but we prefer working from home because it's way more easier, it's way more feasible for us. When I talk about adaptation of AI, I view them in two aspects. One as the younger population, and one as a more elderly, older population. When I talk about the population distribution, I would say many of us, as the data reflects, the Indian youth resilience, which is 88%. Many of the Indian youth are, you know, very much indulged in using AI for their presentation just 30 or 20 minutes before the presentation or anything else. But when I view it from different point of view, I view it as do people who are uh, older, like our grandparents, for example, know about this? This is not benefiting them in anything. Over 20 plus million global users of AI platforms like ChatGPT, 1.5 million plus robot users, and 88% Indian youth resilience. Survey shows strong resilience on AI for emotional support among Indian youth aged 13 to 35. When we talk about mental health, we always think that it's something that you'll have to go and take therapies and stuff like that, but थिंकिंग के एआई पे शिफ्ट हो जाएं फिजिकल थेरेपी से इज सच अ रॉन्ग नैरेटिव आई बिलीव we've all seen instances of or cases of AI turning into AI giving us destructive consequences when being used as therapist. I would like to show you a case study. Hmm. The Chinna phenomena. A 12-year-old girl in Telangana, India, found deep solace and confined an AI chatbot, Chinna, created a digital refuge from real world anxieties. Not just this, but there are many more cases. Just maybe I've seen people developing anxiety disorders, or for that matter, amnesia, that is, partial memory loss, dissociative personality. It should not be shifted to health purposes. AI in India, opportunities and benefits. There are some fields that AI must acquire in the coming futures, and there are some fields of career that AI cannot acquire. Like, if I talk about, I must say, medical or healthcare fields, which cannot be accessible, which cannot be accessible by AI, because obviously we won't ask AI because हम सर दर्द हो रहा है वो सर दर्द को कैंसर तक बोल सकता है, right? Okay. So when I talked about career professions which cannot be, you know, harmed by AI or the use of AI, I would say these are creative professions like writing, artist, filmmaking, and education and teaching, facilitating learning, inspiring student, and addressing individual needs requiring human insight and abilities, law, ethics, and policies. As I said, human-centered healthcare. For example, we I just gave you a case study over AI being used as a therapist and the destructive consequences of it. So it's obviously a field that cannot be acquired by AI. AI and safety risk. Okay. It was not long back when I was talking to my brother about that I want to buy this mobile phone, and we talked over it. Oh, we talked over it over a call. Okay. And the next thing when I opened my Instagram was this is this app पर इसने ये phone पर the phone which I wanted, the model, the same model, the same color, उसी का इतना इतना off आ रहा है, go buy it and all and all. So I reconnected a little. Cybersecurity threats. AI can be leveraged for sophisticated hacking, phishing, and creation of highly convincing deepfake scams, escalating digital crimes, autonomous system risk, lack of human oversights, privacy violations, weaponization, unregulated growth. Without sufficient human supervision, AI errors in critical sectors like healthcare, law, aviation can result in dangerous life threatening outcomes. It's time for a small icebreaker. I would like all of you to please be indulged in it. We'll ask you some questions, and you just have to raise your hand, or you can just unmute yourself and you have to answer those. So, Navya, over to you.
Raise your hand if you've ever used ChatGPT, Siri, Alexa in the last week. Okay, the next one. Raise your hand if you think AI will take over at least 50% of the jobs that exist in today's market. Okay. And lastly, raise your hand if you believe that new jobs that we can't even imagine today will be created in the future market.
Here are some more icebreakers. Like, raise your hand if you want to diagnose by a AI doctor. No one, right? And what about uh, doing your assignments through AI? Most of you have done, I assume. And what about how many of you think that AI is more creative than humans? All right, over to Mahi.
We have some more icebreakers. So raise your hand if you think that if you would like to have a robot as your co-worker. No, absolutely. Okay. So raise your hand if you believe your future job does not exist yet. Fine. Raise your hand if you would rather work 4 days a week with AI doing the rest. Okay. That's the end of the icebreakers.
I hope you all enjoyed this little break and from the पीपीटी एंड थोड़ा बहुत ज्ञान। सेफ्टी ब्रेकडाउन्स एंड हार्मफुल वैलिडेशंस, कहते हैं ना जितना चीज को जितना डीपली पढ़ो तुम उससे उतना ही कभी कभार हेट करने लग जाते हो, और किस चीज को जितना जानो उससे उतना ही हेट करने लग जाते हो। Initially, AI safeguards can degrade over time with prolonged, unmonitored interactions, especially with distressed users. When I give an example of AI detecting my whereabouts and kind of knowing about what I'm looking for on the internet or something like that, this is what I meant. I might have been a little unmonitored about my whereabouts, my tabs and all. Harmful reinforcement. Without human judgment, AI can validate or worsen negative thought pattern rather than offering constructive responses. I've seen Instagram reels that they talk with AI and वो उनको अच्छे जवाब दे रहा है, and they are romanticizing that, they are normalizing that, which I believe should not be normalized or romanticized. Severe psychological risk. The lack of proper, you know, uh, care, or the lack of proper maturity to talk to the AI chatbots about our personal happenings, and asking for relationship advice and sharing your traumas can backfire sometimes. Again, we've been talking about mental health a lot. How can AI harm mental health? You must have seen some cases जब एक बच्चा बहुत ज्यादा गेम खेलने लग जाता है तो उससे एडिक्टेड हो जाता है, एंड उसको बिठा दो तो he'll be like मुझे गेम खेलना है, ये सारी चीजें। इट्स सेम, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सेम है। इट्स लाइक तुम उनसे बात कर रहे हो एंड यू बिकम एडिक्टेड, नॉट टू अ पर्सन, नॉट टू समथिंग, नॉट टू अ commodity, but to someone who does not exist. Users from form unhealthy bonds with AI companions, leading to social withdrawal and isolation. That's what we call depersonalization disorders हो जाते हैं। Privacy concern, collection of sensitive emotional data raises significant worries about misuse and breach of users' trust. Tragic cases, documented instances of suicide have been tragically linked to prolonged AI chatbot conversation. Again, psychological risk. Overuse linked to AI psychosis, delusions, and observative behavior in vulnerable individuals. We've already discussed the three case studies, which are the Chinna phenomena, romantic AI attachment, and psychological impact. Psychologists report a rise in AI-induced emotional dependency, leading to withdrawal, isolation, and distortion of social behaviors among some users. We must have noticed our generation normalizes being antisocial. They're not actually antisocial, they're making themselves antisocial, is what I believe, because you're not talking to people, and एक substitute ढूंढना, that to AI, is not something that is very much, you know I would say, good for our mental health. AI a double-edged sword of progress. When I said किसी भी चीज के दो point of views होते हैं, एक positive and एक negative, this is what I meant. uh, one side it's opportunity and benefits, and काम करना है तो वी ऑफर एआई, वी ऑफर चैट जीपीटी और चैटबॉट्स, बिकॉज वो काम जल्दी हो जाता है, एक हायर इनपुट मिलता है एक हायर रेट ऑफ टाइम पर, विच इज व्हाई वी ऑफर इट। इनोवेटिव कैटलिस्ट, इट्स नॉट ऑलवेज कि हमारे दिमाग में हमेशा हमेशा एक एक आइडिया घूमता रहता है, वी थिंक ऑफ इट, वी ब्रेनस्टॉर्म, but innovative catalyst, this is what uh, AI gives us, that all the creative and innovative ideas. Okay. Sectoral efficiency. When I talk about sectoral efficiency, I talk about personalized education. For example, that means if I am not able to understand a particular topic in the class, I might go home and search it on the internet, and I would get a proper, you know, detailed explanation which I may not have gotten from the teachers. Risk and ethical concern. Again, privacy and surveillance, psychological harm, algorithm bias. AI system can precipitate and amplify existing societal biasness present in their data. Key insights navigating the AI transformation. As you all know, we have conducted a survey, and these are the results of the survey. A significant majority believes that roles requiring creativity are largely secure from AI or automations. As I've said before, that creative professions like law, healthcare, psychologists, writings are way more confined within themselves, that they are less feared for the acquisition of AI, acquisition of their on their careers by AI. An overwhelming consensus emphasizes the need for all workers to learn and adapt to AI tools. As we say that we cannot and we can never ever predict the futures. हमें नहीं पता कि आगे जाके क्या होगा. For that matter, all, irrespective of our career options, irrespective of our career fields, our career pathways, should learn and adapt how to use AI tools. Many foreseen greater challenge for recent graduates entering an AI transformed job market. Over 70% people believe that it would be difficult for a fresh graduate entering the job market to get hired and stuff. 75% of people think that AI is unsuitable for roles requiring the um, empathy of therapist and being treated as a therapist. Over 80% of people think that government should regulate AI developments to support the employment ratios. Over 55 people believe that just over half of workers feel confident their current job are safe from AI disruption. That almost 55% of the people think that their job is very much, safe from the acquisition of AI. These are some of the feedback that we have got from the survey that we have conducted. Someone says AI's true potential lies in its ability to enhance human capabilities, acting as a valuable assistant rather than a replacement, which is well said. Another says that, however, an unchecked resilience on AI can lead to unintended consequences, potentially diminished core human skill and fostering dependency, which is quite correct, which says that our dependency on AI can backfire us with the same intensity that we rely on it. Um, that was it. I hope the opinions and the attitudes I hold towards this particular topic might have inspired you a little bit. And yes, thank you.